Hundreds detained after wrong turns at Detroit, Canada border. Advocates sound alarm. By the Now Report staff, Vertical Bar, April 24, 2025, Detroit, Michigan. A growing number of immigrants, including U.S. citizens, are being detained after making accidental wrong turns near the Ambassador Bridge, a confusing and construction-heavy route connecting Detroit to Windsor, Canada. At a Thursday press conference, Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, DDMI, and legal advocates from the Michigan Immigrant Rights Center and ACLU of Michigan raised urgent concerns about the situation, which they describe as a humanitarian and constitutional crisis. According to information shared by Reporter Tlaib, at least 213 people have been detained since January in connection with the Ambassador Bridge crossing, and roughly 90% of those were drivers who mistakenly entered a Customs and Border Protection (CBP) zone. Among those detained were families with children, including American citizens. One family was reportedly held for 12 days, with no updates currently available on the location of the children involved. The idea that a wrong turn can lead to days in detention without legal access is outrageous, said Rep. Tlaib, who toured the CBP facility and reported the findings publicly. The CBP office near the bridge, not designed for long-term holding, is reportedly being used to detain individuals for extended periods. According to testimony and legal sources, those held have faced grim conditions: windowless rooms, limited access to food, no medical care, and a lack of basic necessities like diapers for infants. One mother, Sarahi, a Guatemalan immigrant traveling with her 2 U.S. citizen children, told NPR she was held for nearly 6 days without a lawyer after taking a wrong turn while en route to a local store. "What happened to us felt like a kidnapping," she said. The situation is further complicated by reports of severe mental distress. Tlaib confirmed that a Venezuelan man detained in the same area attempted suicide 2 weeks ago after 3 days in custody. He survived and was hospitalized before being transferred to Immigration and Customs Enforcement, he says, but advocates say his current condition and location are unknown. During her investigation, Tlaib says CBP disclosed that 40 of those detained were flagged as alleged gang affiliates from Venezuela. However, the vast majority appear to be individuals with no criminal background who inadvertently entered the border area. Advocates say access to detainees remains extremely limited. "This facility has become a legal black hole," said Miriam Aukerman, senior staff attorney at the ACLU of Michigan. "When people can be held incommunicado just because they're not citizens, that threatens the rights of everyone." Tlaib says the current administration acknowledged that family detentions at this site are a new practice, not used under prior administrations. Although CBP showed her a supply room stocked with toys, diapers, and snacks, detained individuals report they were not given access to those resources. Lawyers and rights groups are now demanding transparency and immediate changes, including legal access, improved conditions, and a review of detainment practices triggered by simple navigation errors. This is not just an immigration issue, it's about human rights, due process, and government accountability, said Ruby Robinson of the Michigan Immigrant Rights Center. The Now Report will continue monitoring developments in this ongoing investigation.